Hey everyone, it's Joe. I decided to, instead of just doing an text update or whatever on Facebook, on the Not Your Average Joe page, or on the GoFundMe page, that I just decided, hey, why don't I do a video? I evidently have the time to kind of give y'all an update on what's really been going on, and just everything happening with the latest doctor visit that Amanda and I had yesterday. So first off, I just want to thank everyone who's been giving us the love, support, the kind words, the prayers, the chanting, um, everybody that has just been helping us through this. My family and I, it has just been overwhelming, and I'm amazed, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love all of y'all, and I could not be going through this without you. It's hard to believe that this has actually happened. Of course, all I got to do is move in a certain uh, way, and then little do you realize, like, oh yeah, wow, you just had surgery twice. So here's the latest update. So we went and visited the doctor. This has been about 3 weeks since the post-op, and he says everything is healing, healing great. Um, scars doing fine. There's some scar tissue on the surface and everything. So that's going to dissipate over time. I've got kind of a bulging kind of area above my liver, which is due to inflammation and still part of the healing process of the tissue that's on above the liver and whatnot. So in time that's going to shrink, because I was like, what is this lump right here and on my stomach? Like, did they leave something inside of there or something? So that's just kind of what I thought at first, but no, it's okay. So uh, of course, I'd like to go back to work and get back to doing my usual stuff and everything. However, I find that driving a car, riding in a car, is painful. I finally, the longest day out of the house was that I had was on Sunday. Um, we had gone to church for the first time since my procedure, and it was a took a shower that morning, which hurts, takes a lot of energy. Took out the dog. I was like, okay, great. Grab the kid. We get in the car and everything, and we get on over there. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go lay down now, because I am tired, tired and sore and in pain. So, I went through that. Then we went by my in-laws and had a wonderful lunch, and it was just great to get out the house and be around people and whatnot. But clearly I'm not 100% and not ready. So, but yeah, the doctor said, I can start doing a little bit more stuff, but I need to be mindful. I need to be mindful of the incision, because it can herniate and it can split apart. So he was explaining to me that even over the time span of 6 months, this thing can reopen. So in the meantime, I really just can't lift anything. I got to be very careful, and it's really hard because I love lifting up Jubilee and giving her hugs and kisses and silly stuff, because that's what Daddy does. So um, one of the things is I flipped over calendar, and I'm like, I gave myself, said, look, I'm coming, getting back to normal. I'll be back to work on this day, whatever. Kind of work through the whole thing in my brain, like, yep, this is going to be the date. I shared that with Amanda, and veto. She's like, you are so not ready to go back. So I'm, I was thinking in a week or two, it's just not going to happen, and the doctor had to confirm that. So looks like I'm going to be out of commission. I'm going to be out of commission for maybe another 3 to 4 weeks. I don't go back to the surgeon until 2 months from now. That's my next appointment, just to make sure everything is healing up. The fact that I've had two procedures in such a short span of time is what's increasing the recovery time, and I have to be mindful of that, and I've got to put my health first. You know, um, he still believes that that the cancer was isolated, which is really great, because gallbladder cancer really It doesn't have the best survivability rate, but we caught it so early, and we've been so aggressive now that this is a good thing. So he really feels that it's isolated. We didn't see any cystic duct. We didn't see anything from the liver, um, the liver samples that they took, nor in the tissue they took along the common bile duct, which they expected to get more lymph nodes, but it only yielded one, and that one, of course, was negative. And the reason why is because I have a ton of scar tissue on the inside, from that first procedure. So that being said, he's very confident from all the scans, the multitude of scans and information that he had, that he's pretty confident that we've got it. So, but as a precaution, I will be going to a medical oncologist sometime within the next couple of weeks, and we're going to outline a treatment. Am I going to need chemo as a precautionary thing? Am I going to need more scans, more tests, a schedule for those scans, like every so many months and whatnot, just to make sure that we've gotten everything. We just don't want to take any chances and whatnot. Like I said, Amanda, I wouldn't be able to get through this without Amanda putting up with me and whatnot, and it's been a rough go for her dealing with what's happened with me twice, and now with Jubilee had been sick, but now she's doing great. But as most parents know, with toddlers, um, she gives Mama a hard time. So with her bobos, and so then of course she counts my bobos. She has to take inventory of my bobos and see how many I have and make sure they're okay and whatnot. Although the big bobo kind of freaked her out a little bit, so she hasn't been as eager, but um, she's a good kid, and like I said, we've just been, going through the typical family stuff and staying focused. Um, so probably I won't be going back to work until September, which was part of the original plan. I was hoping that it would be a lot sooner, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Even if I'm feeling just 100% like man, like gangbusters and everything else, I still have to be mindful and give a little bit extra time to heal so that I don't have complications. Because if I get a hernia, I'm going to be right back into the hospital. And let me tell you, after my second surgery, so I don't want to go back in for another surgery for a hernia because being in the hospital really, 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 really sucked. It hurt. There was a lot of things I'm like, wow, that's painful. And I really had no reference on how painful the second one was going to be. It was painful. And it was miserable. And I just really do not want to do that. Hey, Max, I got to be careful. But I miss my friends at work, my family at work. I miss getting out and doing more things and seeing everybody. So hopefully, just keep praying that this I can put this chapter in back of us, get healed up, and just don't have to worry about any of this anymore. So that's pretty much the update. Like I said, uh, Doc is saying probably minimum another month to a month and a half before I can get back to return to work. Of course, I am going to do it sooner. Um, I have a doggy right here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You want to say hello? Come here. Say hello. See? And that's Max. He's been keeping me company at home. He's been a very good doggy. See, look right here. Look. See that doggy in there? That's you. That's you. That's you. You're right there. See? That's you. This is my buddy. So he's been keeping me a lot of company over this time. And he's a good one. Protecting the home. I'm just glad to be home, and I just can't wait to get back to being my normal self and being able to get around and do the things for my family and everything and help Amanda a lot more and whatnot. So just thank you for watching this video. I love all of y'all, and I will keep you up to date. And once again, thank you for all the donations and support and whatnot. I really appreciate it. Just thank you. Forward the pages if you could. Because, like I said, it's still going to be a tough go for maybe a month or so, and then we have to get back on our feet. And it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but I know because of the support and all the love that I've had from everybody that is the only way we're going to be able to get through this. So thank you. I love you and peace. I love y'all. Take care. Bye bye.